Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Well, I'm down here at Folkestone Harbour and I just thought I'd make a quick video to say hello and just to thank you really for all of your support over the past couple of weeks. It really has meant a lot. But let's get into it. Yesterday, 882 illegals were taxied into Kent via Border Fast and the RNLI, a new record, beating last year's record of 872, which was set on the 2nd of September. At the same time last year, on 19th of June 2022, we were on nearly 11,000. So it's pretty much a 21% increase, 12,300 odd. It's unbelievable, but you know, to be expected when we've got weather like this, when sea's like a mill pond. Something needs to change. We need direct action. Enough of this, like pandering. And it's, do you know what, guys? It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse when Lego Head gets in. Which brings me on to this next point. This morning at 10 to 6, yeah, I was up and about, I called into the James Mack show on Talk TV, and his question was, how will the country change after the election? And so I called in, and I'm going to leave it with you now. Let me know what you think in the comments. I had to record off the TV because you cannot download live video, and they've put it in a live bracket. So yeah, I'll just show you a few scenes of Folkestone Harbour, and stay tuned to the end of the video because it's quite funny. Anyway, thanks again for all your support. Drop us a comment below, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
As to what went on over the weekend. Meanwhile, how do you think the country will change after the election? That's what I'm asking. Let's speak to Liam, who's in Kent. Liam, good morning.
Good morning, James.
Good morning, Liam. So, we've had this poll put forward by Ipsos. It delivers a fairly crushing blow to the Conservatives, but we are, of course, a few weeks away from that election, so anything could change, I suppose. Having said that, if Labour were to receive that majority that they talk about, 256-seat majority, how do you think the country will change after that election?
Well, first things first, I live down here in Folkestone, frontline Folkestone. I'm just currently sitting between Folkestone and Hythe, and I'm looking at the channel right now. It's a mill pond. It was a mill pond yesterday. And as your previous caller said, I think that was it, the chap in Brian or whatever. Anyway, yeah, 750 that we know about came across yesterday.
Right.
So far this year, which will bring it up to over 12,200. And at the same time last year, it was 11,000. Now, what will happen, and I predict this, if Marine Le Pen gets in over in France and Keir Starmer gets in here, what will happen is the French, they don't want these young, undocumented, unfettered men, mainly young men. They don't want them. So what Marine Le Pen will do is she will remove all of the useless gendarmerie from the North French coast, and Keir Starmer will welcome them all. It will be voting season. It will be open season. We will see the likes of which we have not seen before, of young, undocumented males crossing into the UK. And it's going to change the fabric of our society up and down the land. You can see already, you look at any single high street in the UK, how many Turkish baths are there? How many nail bars are there? How many car washes are there? It's only going to get worse. There's going to be more pressure on our health system, on our housing system, which is already at crisis point, and at the cost of putting these young men in hotels.
So I understand all of that. So if that's the case, then why is Labour so popular in the polls?
I think we know why, James.
Why?
There's a certain community which is very, very organised. That's why. Very organised. Just that you just have to look at
I wouldn't say that John Caldwell is a very well organised member of that community.
Oh, come on, James. You know what I mean.
Well, say it then.
I mean, I know. I don't need to say it. You look at London. They've taken London, take every
Yeah, but
single
London was a Labour city already, so it doesn't really make a difference. I'm trying to work out if you go across all the areas, the blue wall, if the red wall that was smashed, the blue wall, those people up and down the country who voted for Boris Johnson at that last election, why are they turning away from that and towards Labour?
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. It's just that they feel let down by Boris. And actually, I think that reform of parties are available, of course. They will come back. They will come back, and they see in Nigel another chance. Okay, the Conservatives messed it up. Let's give reform a go. It's the last to have the dice.
I mean, do you think that when it comes to going into that election, and people will have to make up their own minds, is that opinion polls only serve, and particularly when they're national polls, they tell you something, and there's an argument to say that we will see a very significant surge in certain areas for certain parties because of whether it's makeup, age, demographic, all that stuff. But do you think that there are some people, when they get to it, who will have looked at those polls and gone, don't really wish to see that kind of majority? I am going to be motivated to vote, because a lot of people don't vote. I'm always amazed that people don't vote.
Yeah, I think there will be a certain. Sorry, that's a bit the wind picks up. I think there will be a certain percentage of people that will go into the polling booth, hold their nose, and just think, I can't see. I don't want hearing. But then there'll be other people that are so angry at the Conservatives. It's just like, no, last throw of the dice. Let's go with.
Okay, so whatever happens and whatever people decide to vote, if Labour do receive that significant vote, and they do have that significant majority, you think that immigration, and particularly illegal immigration, which Keir Starmer, to be fair, he said he wants to reduce both legal and illegal migration. And surely, if the number of boats increased, he would have to take action in the same way that anybody else would, or do you think he just won't?
No. I mean, Keir Starmer's already come out and said, no, we'll scrap Rwanda, even though I know it's a smokescreen. It could have been a deterrent, but no, he wants to scrap that. Also, what I really do fear, James, is that another thing that Keir wants to bring in, I believe, is he wants to lower the voting age. That is gerrymandering by the back door. And I fear that we're going to be left with a Labour Party for a generation.
Back door?
Seriously, people...
Well, it changes the voting dynamic through the front door and the garage and all the windows that have been left open.
Oh, I know, and then it is. Of course, because it will suit him. Because if you think about it, with all of the migrants coming over, both legal and illegal, once the illegals get asylum and the legals get settled status, what party do you think they're going to go for? We're going to be stuck with Labour for a generation, and I really think people need to, seriously consider the ramifications of what they put their cross on the 4th of July.
Well, as we've always advocated, not voting is something that, I think is always a disappointment. And whatever it is that you want to vote for, you should vote positively and get out there and exercise your vote. But then it is what it is, Liam. Now, pick a newspaper for me if you wouldn't mind.
Let's go with the Telegraph page 4.
Telegraph page 4. Where is the Telegraph? I think I might have eaten it. Oh no, here it is. I do like a broadsheet. I mean, they're extremely impractical, but I do quite enjoy a broadsheet. Right, here we go. So we've got general election coverage. We've got Starmer I'd have served in a Corbyn cabinet. We've got a picture of Theo Paphitis. He made a bangle during a visit to a Hampshire school of jewellery in Basingstoke. And then we've got analysis by James Crisp, who says, reversing Brexit, how a Labour government could bring the UK back in line with the EU.
That's another thing I'm scared about. But then again, we've not had Brexit in the first place, have we? It's Brino, Brexit name only. It's not really Brexit, is it? And I think that's another fault of Boris Johnson with regard to Northern Ireland. So that's another story, isn't it?
Right. Okay, well, it's going to be interesting times, Liam.
Yeah. Okay, James.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed for your call. Interesting times ahead. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number to get involved in the conversation. How do you... As reform poll numbers are being vastly underestimated. Torrid says give Liam his own show. All right. How about a couple of change after the election, says Shannara. Simple. Same